Good morning, Grace family. My name is Andrew Bronson, and it's my privilege today to share a few verses from Psalm 73, and I'm going to read verses 23 through 26. Asaph writes this psalm, and this is what he says. He says, "Nevertheless, I am continually with you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? And there is nothing on earth that I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." This is one of my favorite passages in all of Scripture because the writer actually at the beginning of the psalm is really struggling. He's really struggling with his faith. The reason, which he goes into some detail about, actually isn't the most important thing, because there's many reasons that cause us as Christians and believers to struggle with our faith. And Asaph, we could say his faith is being squeezed by the pressures of life and the stresses of the world, and he's slowly going into this like spiritual depression. And throughout the psalm, he takes this journey, and there's an inflection point in the middle of the psalm where he says, "I entered the sanctuary of God," and then he gained some perspective. Now, the sanctuary of God could be like a literal place where he went to the temple to worship, and of course, this is back in old Israelite history. So they didn't have church like we have it today, but it could just be that he went in prayer. He drew near to the presence of the Lord, or it could be that he found some fellow believers in the faith of the Israelites. Regardless what it is, he's drawing near to the Lord, and the Lord is drawing near to him, and he gains this much needed perspective. And the perspective leads him to this point of praise and worship, where at the end of the psalm he can say these things, which I read in verses 23 through 26. He says, "You are constantly with me. You hold me by your right hand. You guide me with your counsel. And one day, when I die, you will receive me into glory." All of that perspective, that truth about our faith, who we are as believers, in being held in God's hand today through all the hard times of our lives, and also our hope in the future, leads him to say, "There's nothing on earth I desire besides you, O Lord. Even if my flesh and my heart fail, you are my strength and my portion forever." You know, the goal of our lives as Christians, especially in these really hard times, are to draw near to the Lord. So much so that we can say, compared to anything else in life, nothing really matters. God is my strength and my portion forever, and one day he will receive me into glory. I love this passage, and I hope it's an encouragement to you today. Thanks.